What is good? What is poppin', my people? It's YAYA. I am here with the one and only. Look, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I just didn't feel like making the videos on them. So, I'm here
Crazy.
I'm here with Shadow Stick.
Yo, what's good? What's poppin'?
Now, before we go any further, I'm gonna need y'all to go and subscribe to Shadow Stick. I put it in the chat earlier. I'm gonna put it again. I'm gonna make the exclamation point Shadow Stick. It should be there. What is up, King Anime? What is up, Lucas Usagi? How y'all doing today? What's up, Joel? How are y'all doing today? What's up, Talking Me? What's up, Hitmax77? Talking Me Senpai. So today is gonna be like, I'm gonna call it the random YAYA show. Okay, tell me if everything's fine, audio's good. If it's something's too loud or not, just come at me. All right. So it's gonna be probably the random YAYA show. I'm gonna try to be consistent and make one of the stream days out of my week. My goal going forward is streaming at least 3 times a week. I'm not gonna keep any promises because I'm lazy as hell when it comes to streaming. I'm gonna be real with you, like streaming on my gas shit. I don't know. I want my setup to be OD before I start streaming. I know I'm crazy, but like I need to just get back into the groove of streaming stuff right quick. So today we're gonna be talking about a lot of events that's supposed to take place all of June. That's generally what we will be doing today. And I'm excited because I was like, I could have did this myself. What's up, Twixie Craig, Crash? Yeah, we're gonna talk about a lot of stuff. So Shaddy, introduce yourself.
Yo, this is your boy Shadow Stick, dropping some hot Friday on YAYA's channel. I'm just really glad you invited me here to do this, man. This man YAYA hit me up. He was like, "Yo, you trying to be on this like this mini stream podcast thing?" And I'm like, "Yes, my dude, yes." So I'm glad we can talk about some stuff and just in general happening over the course of like the next month or so.
Yeah. So first things first. Let me answer some questions in the chat before we go any further, because I'm trying to make this as a... Y'all can ask questions too. Don't feel bad. Y'all can ask questions as well. So, first thing. Have you ever played the Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax? Yes, I own the PS3 version. Never bought the new version because it didn't come to America. So, I was planning on buying it, but each time I try to buy it, they want me to make a Hong Kong PSN. I'm like, I ain't with that. So if I get it on the Japanese PSN store for cheap or something, I'll play it in the future. Have you seen Seven Deadly Sins or the manga? I'm gonna keep it real rap. I do not like that series. So yeah,
this man slanders it every
the mobile
chance
game's
he gets.
good. I give y'all that. Y'all mobile game kind of fire. Tracer or what? Tracer or Dante? Dante.
Dante. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello.
And say people will be shocked and the arms rep be Dr. Coley. I don't know about that. I want men. It just better not be Spring Men. It better not be Spring. I don't want no lazy town characters, bro. It will blow me if it's him, bro. Like
what? You know why it'll be good if we get Spring Man? It busts the assist trophy myth. I mean, we can get Zero and Shadow, and that's all I need, man.
Okay, but that's assuming that out of all the assist trophies in Smash, like their odds are even worse now if that breaks that. You know this, right? Because like it's so many assist trophies in Smash. I mean, like I don't mind Spring Man. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't mind them, but at the same time, I don't know, bro. Crash Bandicoot, what's up, Makai? So this is how we gonna do this. I would be like, how you do this like this? Y'all finna see this transition. Watch. Hold on.
Wow, trying to flex his transitions out here.
Well, bam, there you go. Y'all get gameplay. We won't know Snake though. But there's a lot of characters I want in Smash, and there's a lot of characters that I would just like to see come to Smash in the future. Necessarily, I don't know if that's the tech or whatnot, but I don't know. I just really want to see Dante, and I want to see Sora. Everybody wants to see Sora. I feel like, see, here's my thing about Smash right now as well. Before we go any further into that speculation on Fighters Pass 2, let's talk about this ARMS character. So, since the Nintendo Direct Mini, that's been what, 2-3 months ago almost?
Yeah, it's been a minute. We haven't heard anything. I mean, admittedly, there's a whole pandemic going around the world, but you know, Nintendo's been tight-lipped. The only thing we've gotten in terms of Nintendo period is the Paper Mario stuff, and they haven't said anything about, you know, Smash outside of, oh, some of the characters may be delayed or whatever. Yeah. And they haven't said that they're pushing back the ARMS presentation, so I'm assuming maybe the ARMS presentation comes a little bit later in the month than we thought it was, because we originally thought we would have got something by now, because they were like, oh, I'll wait for June, and we were thinking, oh, we're going to get it around, like, you know, early June, but we haven't gotten anything. I'm excited for the ARMS rep. I got ideas about how they're going to be, but, like, we have nothing.
Bro, I've made a whole video on how she will play. I really like making those. They just take a long period of Alright, to be honest with you, out of all the movesets, the ARMS character was the hardest to make. Because, like, there's not much to go off on if you play ARMS. Like, let's be real. If you actually play ARMS, it's left punch, right punch, grab, and super. So
the game is literally just neutral, and then you either super or don't super, and then grab. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. So a presentation will drop the same day as the character does, like before. What's up, Jaden? Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what's gonna happen with the character. And Byleth was different though. Yeah. I do feel like I asked a few people earlier, and people have been speculating this. I've been feeling the same way too. That do you think Sakurai will have like all the characters, like alts, like at least like 8 of them? Or do you think it'll be one character with different colors? 1 or 2 characters?
So, like, I had already talked about this, like, in the past. But what I feel like is we're either going to get, you know, anywhere between, like... First of all, I think we're going to get 2 characters. I don't think it's just going to be 1. I think it's going to be, like, we have an Echo Fighter situation. Because I think that's one of the best ways to kind of implement a character like that. If not, they do something different, in a sense. Where they have like multiple characters as the ult, something like I don't want to say this, but Bowser Jr. I hate to say it like that.
Oh no!
Because of the way ARMS plays, and a lot of ARMS gameplay is based around like your ARMS setup, and different moves can be the different ARMS and the different ARMS functions. So, say for instance, you can switch between Min, Springman, Twin Tail, and Ninjara. Those are the biggest, like, you know, those are the characters. Springman and Ribbon Girl being the poster characters, and then, you know, the other 3 being the most popular characters. And then, like, have them all have the same general moveset, but maybe make 1 or 2 of their moves, you know, unique. So, it's like one of the... So, like, say, for instance, we take Twin Tail. She can float. She's the only character in ARMS that I remember being able to float.
Right.
Or we have Min, whose dodges and like are kicks, so they act as attacks, and on top of that, they act as reflects, so they reflect people's arms and all that jazz. And then I forgot what Springman's was. I think he has install, so maybe Springman gets install somewhat, and I'm not gonna say like Joker and what is his face, Arsene. Not exactly like that, but something similar where he has like a meter, which all of them I think should have a meter because of the way ARMS works. You know, maybe it's not necessarily a final smash, but they get an attack like, say for instance, Terry gets his supers or something like that, and they all do the little order attack from ARMS.
Oh yeah.
And basically just every character having their unique move and movement. Because I think that makes it easier developing the character than multiple characters. Because, again, a lot of the characters play relatively the same. Yeah, it's more dependent on your, you know, setup, your arm setup and stuff, and that changes the gameplay more than the actual characters. But each character does have things that define them. So I'm definitely looking. That's how I view it.
Okay. So the big problem that I was having with the ARMS debate was I was like, bro, like, how they gonna implement all the different alts without giving them just a general ability? Because each character in ARMS plays different. And I feel like giving that gimmick to each like alt is different because compared to an Echo Fighter, because Echo Fighters can have different properties, as to skins really don't. Like I don't think there's anything specific about like normal Mario and Odyssey Suit Mario. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just think that it's gonna be multiple characters, multiple alts, and they might just like, you know, Sakura might just be like, "Hey, forget the extra abilities." I don't know. I think that's what's gonna happen. I don't think we really need that because like Rhythm Girl would be kind of busted if you think about it, right? Because she got triple jump, and then her up B is gonna just be somewhat similar to Joker's. You know, I can see it wouldn't make sense not to be. You know, like just throwing your arm up and grabbing a ledge.
Exactly.
Hey, thank you, Zeno.
Man,
go ahead.
You out here getting the super chats, man. That is nice. Y'all need to hit y'all's boy though with that 20 likes. We at 16. We almost there. We're 4 away from 20. I know y'all can get it there. Also, make sure y'all share out the stream and stuff, man. Like, come on, I'm trying to get this popping up in here.
Yeah.
But, one of the things I've like kind of thought about with the ARMS character throughout this entire time is, will they have an air grab? That's the scary.
Why do y'all want that? Like, why do y'all want that?
Because you could air grab in ARMS, and it's not that I want it; it's that I don't know if they should or not. Because I've really thought about it. Like, say for instance, you give them an air grab, they become the most busted character in Smash, hands down. I don't care. I don't think because Smash, not Smash, but grab and Smash in general is a strong move because of what it can lead up to with most characters, and many characters having kill moves that are grabs. And I think that's a very powerful tool, especially off stage with characters that don't have good recoveries. Say for instance, you're at the end of the screen, all you got to do is grab someone and toss them to the left, and they're in the blast zone. You know what I mean? And while I think it's cool, it's like I want it, but at the same time I don't want it. I want them to be good, but I don't know if I want them to be gods, because then I have to fight against them.
So here's the thing. Think about Incineroar, right? Incineroar, you could do his side B in the air. Saying, whoa, what is up, Arbitrary, bro? Well, it's been a minute since I've streamed. Thank you so much for that donation, you and Zeno. And to answer another question in the chat, yes, I'm signing up for Evo. I'll be playing MK11. I'm going to probably get washed in that game, but I'm playing them fighting herds, baby. Regardless.
Yeah, boy.
They don't need no air grab, because y'all trying to have full screen. Okay, here's the thing. They might be broken, but you know how in ARMS, if you like tap the fist or if you trade with them, they lose like vulnerable, like they just fall to the ground. If he puts that in there, I'm going to be tilted.
Oh, you're right.
I'll be tilted.
I want to reply to Jaden. When I say like an air grab, I don't mean like a command grab. I just mean their regular grab works in the air. That's what I mean. Because their regular grabs work in the air in ARMS. That's what I meant by that. Let me clarify. I wanted to clarify that. Like their regular grab just working in the air, so they could have access to every throw possible.
Right.
That's busted.
Yeah,
that is inherently busted.
That's something different. Now, y'all know I'm finna vote for this Donkey Kong, right? I'm to be honest with you, I got a Donkey Kong montage coming out soon, bro. Like Donkey Kong, bro. I underestimated Donkey Kong, but as the months went on, Donkey Kong expanded. I tried to be cringy, but regardless, back on the point. ARMS, right? If you had to pick one character, if Sakurai walked up to you, he said, "Oh no, I try to keep them ideas in your head before someone hears." Look. If you had to pick one character, bro, out of the ARMS cast, who would you want?
I'm going to keep it real. It's going to be hard because I mained both Twintail and Min Min. But I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm going to want Twintail. That is my pick. You know, not even just because, you know, LOL, LMAO, she thick. It's like, that was my favorite ARMS character to use. So I'm gonna definitely say Twintail, dog. What about you?
I'm stuck. I'm torn because like Min Min was my favorite character when I played. I want Min Min, right? Min Min is just like it fits me. It's weebish, right? Like it's noodles. Who don't like noodles, bruh? Like, I don't know. It got to be between Min Min or Twin Tail. But we need to, yeah, just like Jaden said in the chat, I like Min Min, but better, but we kind of need Twin Tail for the culture.
Oh,
for the culture. You know what? I'm going to just say it on stream. Do it for Etika. Do it for Etika.
Yes.
Twin Tail for Etika. There we go. Yeah.
I am trying to see that, dog. Let's go.
Bro, that'd be astounding. Somebody said E3's replacement announcing anime games. So I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. We're gonna switch to that whole thing soon. But before we go to that King anime, we still on the Smash segment. So Smash, who do you think Fighters Pass character number 2 is? And let me say this. Let me bring this out because now my expectations flipped recently. Because Sakura is hiding expectations, you know, I say expectation. He's hiding the games he's playing to get away from Smash speculation, right? So everybody in the chat, Shattuck, tell me what the second character in the Fighters Pass you think is.
Oh, this is gonna be kind of hard. I think based off of like what's coming out and what has already come out, that we may see another Xenoblade character, and I don't know who, because I don't play Xenoblade. The Xenoblade Definitive Edition has come out. The there's only one character, despite there being 3 games, and Xenoblade Definitive Edition essentially being the best-selling game in the series now, which is insane considering like if anyone's followed Xenoblade and Project Rainfall, it took so much to get that game over here, and then GameStop scammed us all by opening a bunch of copies and then raising the price to $90 and selling it at $90. So people really didn't get to enjoy Xenoblade 1 like that in the West. And then considering the 3DS one, 3DS version of the game was new 3DS exclusive, you know, you had to have a new 3DS. You don't want to buy a whole new console just to play that, you know, one game usually. In most cases, most people cases, that's not everybody. I bought a whole console just to play one game. I'm not gonna lie. My 3DS was bought for Kingdom Hearts. But yeah, I just think we might get some more Xenoblade representation. Let me say that much.
Well,
I think that's a safe choice.
So here's my thing, right? Yeah. I have two picks. And a lot of people may not like this, what I'm about to say. The first pick is another Animal Crossing rep. Right? Animal Crossing has destroyed numbers. Like Animal Crossing, I know everybody like, what the hell? But there's been so many different Smash leagues going on. And I think another Animal Crossing character could possibly make it. Which I wouldn't want that personally. I'm not the biggest fan of you know, Animal Crossing. I think Fiora from Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition will most likely get in. I just feel like Nintendo's gonna probably try to use a character. Hey, thank you for the donation, Zuki. But I think Fiora might get in, and if anything else, it would probably be some other game we don't know about. So who do you think it is?
Sorry, I hit the mute button on my mic and I forgot.
I was like,
yeah, no. What I was gonna say. So if it's not a Xenoblade rep, dog, it's not a Xenoblade rep, and it's gonna kind of help us transition into the next part. Maybe I want to say Neku for Smash. Now, before everybody goes like, whoa, Neku for Smash, you fool. Listen. All right. So, if you don't know, like a week or two ago, even though it's been debunked as being a leak or a rumor specifically for Neku for Smash, and more so a leak in terms of a 2v2, knowing Nintendo, knowing how Smash characters for the most part have been revealed, and how we've basically seen Square characters revealed, usually if we get a Square character, it's around the announcement of something or the release of something. So say, for instance, when we got Cloud in Smash 4, and they announced Cloud in Smash 4, FF7 Remake was announced. Like, it was just announced recently that year.
You're right.
So that was a big deal because we had not seen really any major Final Fantasy VII representation on Nintendo consoles outside of like Theater Rhythm, dog. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. The 30-year or 25-year anniversary game that was just, you know, a pretty cool music game at the end of the day, wasn't a massive budget title, was where we got our Final Fantasy VII representation on Nintendo consoles. That wasn't enough. We needed Cloud and Smash.
Right.
Then if we look at recently with Smash Ultimate, while Dragon Quest XI was announced at the launch of the Nintendo Switch, actually before the Nintendo Switch was even called the Switch, it was back when it was called the Nintendo NX. It popped up PS4 and Nintendo NX for the console version of the game and all that jazz. We got Hero, you know, a few months before Dragon Quest XI-S came to the Nintendo Switch, that being the definitive version of the game. So usually when Square especially wants to advertise something, considering we have the Anime Expo stuff coming up with TUI, which is gonna be a big deal, and considering all of TUI's, you know, essentially the games are kind of locked to Nintendo's ecosystem.
Yeah,
I think that the next TUI game, first of all, is going to be exclusive to the Switch, because I think they're going to do something touchscreen or Joy-Con specific with the game. But more importantly, I think this is kind of an indicator for Neku possibly coming to Smash, which will be a big, like, that'll make me happy, because I never rank Neku in anything, and he's my favorite fictional character of all time, like, period. So that's me being a TUI fanboy, and, you know, being Shattuck, but I don't know how you feel.
All right, so let me tell you like this. I really like Neku a lot. It will make a lot of people upset that it's Neku, for the simple fact that it's not Sora. It'll just be like the hero situation again, where like whatever Square Enix rep comes, people are not gonna like it, right? Now, a Square character that I wanted, and somebody just typed it in the chat, I always wanted Noctis in Smash. Like, I feel like in an alternate timeline, like, Noctis was in Smash, and then, like, Cloud was in Tekken, right?
Oh, yes.
And, like, I feel like that would have been different because, like, let's be real, Final Fantasy VII is more well-received overall than Final Fantasy 15, yeah. But Neku, I might actually cry. Because that's a character that I'm, like, usually with Smash, I always have a character that makes me go crazy or like make me like cool. You get what I'm saying? Like I like go crazy. Like Smash 4, like Ryu was it. Then you know all the DLC characters. I like Smash 4, like DLC a lot. I like Smash 4 DLC characters and reveals a little bit more than Ultimate. I feel like I could say that, but
yeah, you can say that.
But like, whoo, I don't know, man. I don't know. And Neku would probably make me cry. He'd probably be like the character that'll make me like lose it. Because Tui's a really good game.
It really is. It's like, that's probably one of the most, I think that's the most underrated RPG of all time.
Yo, most definitely.
It's like people know knows it exists, but people knows it exists ironically because of Kingdom Hearts. It's kind of like, it's like Kingdom Hearts exists for the sole fact that people knew what Final Fantasy and Disney were, and Tui just exists as characters in Kingdom Hearts to most people, which sucks, but you know that's the harsh reality of it. Yo, tell me someone who else you'd like to see in Smash, bro. Just in general, not even like actually who you like think would be coming next in Smash.
Well, I'm at this point with Smash. It's like there's so many characters that I would want to see, but there's so many characters that I know that don't have a chance of making it. Like, honest to God truth, like I think they might have to reconsider the only from New Universe thing. Like, cause I would want Tifa. Like, if Tekken doesn't do anything with the idea of putting Tifa in there, I want Tifa heavily. I made a whole video on Tifa. Another character I would like to see, I would love to see, I forgot that fast. Oh, I want to see, Proto Man, but you know, the dream is dead. Another dream, another dream that died, but I never talked about till it happened. I always wanted Assassin's Creed in Smash.
Oh, for real?
I always
That's ironic.
I always wanted Assassin's Creed is one of my favorite franchises. Like, I can't talk about recent Assassin's Creed because they've been fumbling the bag. It ain't been all that, like we know. But I really like Ezio Auditore, and I'm in the unpopular opinion that like I played Assassin's Creed 1 when it came out, and it was pretty good to me. It's outdated now, but I think like some of the concepts and stuff that happened in the first game with Altair was pretty cool to me. What's another character? I said Dante. Well, somebody that makes me go. I kind of want Goku in Smash just so Sakura be like, "Yeah, I did it," and then let's Goku be the last character and just send the world in chaos.
Bro, all we hear is bang, 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 bang. So,
yeah.
And then he pops up on screen. I don't even know if I want his ult to be like if he had a Final Smash. I don't know if I wanted to be Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4, or Ultra Instinct. Because I'm on the Ultra Instinct wave right now because of fighters. But like, dog, admittedly, like I used to be on the Goku hate train.
Yeah.
But I still have always thought that like Goku would be a raw character in Smash.
See,
I'm gonna say that much. I think he'd be like one of the rawest characters, if not the rawest.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, I'm also a big advocate. I have a video on this channel, by the way, like top 5 female characters that I want to see in Smash Ultimate. I want to see more of that, y'all. So like, Chun-Li is a character that I've always wanted in Smash. I've wanted Chun-Li in Smash for a long period of time, but like I knew like that's probably not gonna happen. Lara Croft is a character that I know would make a lot of people upset because she's Square now. That would tilt so many people, but I love Lara Croft.
Bro, I love Tomb Raider. Like I feel like Lara Croft, like because like Tomb Raider is a series that's always existed. It's one of the most popular video game franchises. It's literally, I think, one of the top 10 selling video game franchises, but nobody talks about it. All the games review highly. They come out, just nobody talks about it. It's just kind of like, oh man, that's a good game, and that's it. But I kind of like, I've always been on the wave of having Lara Croft in Smash, dog. That's all I want. Bring her.
Yeah.
I had Nathan. I was like, PlayStation All Stars battle, whatever. PlayStation All Stars might come back. You gotta even out the Nathan Drake with the Lara Croft. Come on.
Yeah, I'm with that. I feel like there's so many friends. Like, you know, here's the thing about the Smash Ultimate DLC. Because, you know, ever since Sakurai said, like, we got so many franchises and universes that still hasn't been put into Smash. And, like, you probably don't be thinking about them till he say it. And you be like, oh, that's kind of fire, right? Like, be honest with you. I was not thinking Fatal Fury for Smash. I was thinking, like, Tekken, Soul Calibur, who else? Not Fatal Fury, right? Like, I was thinking of, like, a lot of other fighting games. Arc System Works. Like, I think Soul Bad Guy kind of deserves a spot at this point.
Same.
I think he deserves it. And, like, he could actually not have the mechanics of his game affect him. Because a lot of his moves are just general.
They just look raw.
Yeah.
You know, he could do it. Sakurai could be like, oh, man, I don't have to put fighting game command. And we can already tell that man, Sakurai, he wants to put in actual commands in the game every chance he gets.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't do it if we get a Soul Bad Guy. But I think, like, Soul Bad Guy and the Guilty Gear series as a whole kind of represents, it's the de facto anime fighter. You know, BlazBlue had to take that over for some years because, you know, Arc System lost the license or whatever to Guilty Gear. But, like, that is the de facto anime fighting game series. If not that, I want Ragnar the Blood Edge. But
okay.
I think, excuse me, but, like, I think definitely, like, Soul Bad Guy, we need him. I really feel like, and I feel like we might get it somewhere in the future if we get a third fighter pass. You know, Sakurai is gonna say, "Oh, we're not gonna have another fighter pass." He said that with this before. He said that before when we were on fighter pass 1. He was like, yeah, no, we won't have a fighter pass 2. They make too much money off of Smash. They're not gonna do that.
See, what's scary is that what was I about to say? I feel like what's scary is that we don't know all the Nintendo games that's coming out yet. So we can't really speculate on like if any other franchises are getting in. Who would it be? But based on what we know right now, y'all, is like Animal Crossing, Fire Emblem got DLC, and like to be honest with you, I don't want any more Fire Emblem characters unless it's Lyn. I played Fire Emblem 3 Houses. It's a pretty godlike game. However, I feel like I will want Lyn because I feel like Lyn is a character that I've been wanting for such a long period of time. Like I think that's one of the most fan favorite like female Fire Emblem characters.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, but there's so many franchises like I'm probably not even thinking about right now. Like there's Bravely Default, there's Chrono from Chrono Trigger. You get what I'm saying? Like that would be crazy, right? The thing is that people will get mad because they'd be like, "Oh, this is just Dragon Quest 2." You know what I'm saying? Because of how it looks. You know what I'm saying?
God, that Toriyama art style.
Yeah,
boy.
yeah. I don't have problem with Fire Emblem characters. I don't get upset at them. It's just the fact that the ones they choose are weird. Like, well, I'm not even gonna say that. Byleth makes sense, right? Even if people were upset about Byleth and all that, like, that's cool. But like, Corrin, get them out of the game, bro. They did not need to be in the game. Get them out of here. I dislike Corrin with a whole patch. Like, that's probably my least favorite Smash reveal. Because it was just like, really?
It's a dragon with some feet on.
Right.
Like, they defining features that they wear in those shoes. I feel you on that. It's like, I think Corrin has to be unequivocally the most boring Smash character. And that's saying something. Yeah. Mario is supposed to be the bread and butter in the game, and Corrin is the most boring character. That says something.
Yeah. I feel that. I understand that 100%. So I'm gonna read the chat right quick before we go to the next topic. Who do y'all want to see in Smash? I'm gonna be honest with you. People get mad at me when I say this. I don't want Crash because he's gonna be horizontal Sonic. If you get, I'm like y'all finna be. It's gonna be another Banjo situation, like cause you know Banjo's one of the most highly requested characters. People don't even play Banjo, and you know that doesn't take into account everybody, but like, especially the competitive scene, that's a small minority compared to the actual casual audience that actually plays Ultimate. This Ganondorf getting washed. I feel so sorry for him, but What's up? Corn is sick. Bro, you better get out of here, Zebra. I'm talking about Corn. Why do y'all like Corn? She corny. You literally could
foot fetish.
Bro, you could take two letters out and spell corny. That's how bad it is for her, bro. I don't know. But here's the thing about Banjo. Banjo is y'all probably realize, like, oh, at this point, I'm tired of speculating. There's too many variables. Well, it's fun to speculate because, like, it gets you hyped for the next character, the next thing coming. But I mean, Corn's a cool character. I don't like her in Smash. Them in Smash, rather. So I like all characters. I mean, I just do like every character in Smash. There's some that I just can't stand playing. Y'all not finna be horny for Corn in this chat. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all betrayed me. I'm sick.
Bro, Corn is the avocado of Smash. They don't add any flavor to the game.
Bro, have you ever went to a restaurant and then you gotta pay for cheese on a cheeseburger? Yes. That's Corn, dog. That's literally Corn. All right. Well, I give Look, and I'm also biased because I like Spyro more than I like Crash. Look, I said it.
Oh, same dog.
I
want Spyro. I want Spyro in Smash. Hold up. Let's start this conversation.
Y'all talk about feet, bro. Stop talking about corn feet. I will pull up corn feet right now. No, you just say no. That's what y'all want. I'm messing with you, arbitrary. No, you're right. You're right. I just feel like my least favorite DLC character from Fighters Pass 1 was Banjo. Banjo's playstyle, and I'm the guy that likes zoners. I just don't like how you gotta set up for everything. The only funny thing about Banjo is going. That's literally Banjo, and I love that though. So I can't really slander them how I want to, but I'm gonna yes. There you go. I keep forgetting about him. That's my spirit animal. If I'm a video game character, that is me in the flesh. I'm an Arataru from Okami. Oh my god, that is lit. But I understand that if Capcom did a character, it would be Dante or Phoenix Wright. I feel like those two are just way too strong.
Yeah, I feel the same way. It's kind of like it makes sense for both of them because we just recently got the Phoenix Wright or the Ace Attorney collection on Switch, and then all the Devil May Cry games have been slowly coming to the Nintendo Switch. The best version of Devil May Cry 3, the game that is the most beloved in the series, is on the Nintendo Switch because it's the only version with style switching.
Yes,
the only version outside of PC with mods. It's the best version of the game.
Yeah. Now, somebody said, "Yaya, what about Shadow? Shadow the Hedgehog? Oh hell, Shadow! You know how much I want Shadow. I want Shadow like crazy. I'm the guy that likes Sonic.
Black-hearted evil, brave-hearted hero.
Ooh.
This is all of me. This is all of me. This is all I am. Hello?
Oh nah, bro. Somebody says Sony's back on PlayStation. Nah, Chaos, you have to take that L. We had in that comment. You're not finna roast Devil May Cry 3. One of the greatest games of all time. And also, Spyro is not back on PlayStation. It just came to Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, PC, and Steam. So it's on everything. But Devil May Cry 5 is amazing. What do you say? Yeah, I really want Shadow in Smash, by the way. Like, he's definitely one I want. I want Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah, Shadow. I can't think of no other Sonic character besides Knuckles.
I'm gonna say this. Tails, like as much as people didn't hate Tails until recently. I mean, there's reasons to hate Tails recently, but I feel like Tails will be a good fit. This is coming from Resident X Sonic tuber.
You can't just be saying that and then whatever, bro.
It's okay. Eggman. Nobody thinks about that because we don't have really that many villains. We got like 3 or 4 villains in Smash.
We got 3 or 4.
I want to see Eggman, dog. I don't know how, but I want to see him. I want to see him do something. He can pull out the gun like in Sonic Adventure 2. Like that's, if he got the blicky, he got the blicky.
Now
or Blaze the Cat.
Okay, Blaze the Cat is a good one. Here's the thing. I don't really care what Sonic character gets in Smash because everybody's gonna hate the Sonic characters. Like, it doesn't matter what they do. Like, the most common thing that I hear from Sonic people, they'd be like, "Oh, if they look, there goes 0 on the screen. Too bad he had an assist trophy." It'd be like that. I'm salty still, but regardless, with any Sonic character coming to Smash, people will hate on them because one, it's Sonic. It's like it's cool to hate Sonic for some reason. I'm a big Sonic fan, by the way. Like, just let y'all know. Like, I got videos on the channel that's unlisted, but like I used to do Sonic Generation mods and stuff like that a period ago, like 2 years ago. But regardless, I don't mind any Sonic characters. One character that needs to be in Smash though, that I feel like that's gotten hold for 2 games. Travis Touchdown should be in Smash. It's not making sense to me. It's not making sense that he's not in Smash.
I think they're gonna wait till like, cause when does is it still projected to come out this year?
This year, yes.
So I think when they announce him, they're going. I think when I don't even, does it have a release date or is it just 2020?
It's just 2020.
So when they announce the release date, we're gonna get a reveal for him for Smash. I definitely think that. Like I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I think that's what they've been waiting for, to have him in Smash again, is another game, because you maximize your profit. Anytime something Smash related happens with a character, something is happening around that character, whether it be a game or someone trying to sell something, or just Microsoft trying to get cool points with Manjo. Like, that's usually what happens, is they're trying to, they push something alongside that reveal. So everybody eats, not just, you know, Nintendo eating from getting that character in Smash. They're making sure everybody eats. And I think that's the smartest way, especially considering, like, Suda is he's an independent developer. It doesn't matter if, you know, the game is going to come out and be a $60 AAA title. He's an independent developer. That's the best way to make his game the most amount of money, while also, you know, basically, how do you say it, like, making sure that Travis gets his due respects. You know what I mean? Like, his due, he deserves it. Because I've been surprised. I was really surprised in Smash 4 when he didn't come. But now with Ultimate, and when we learned that we were getting No More Heroes 3, I was just like, I know why we haven't gotten this man yet.
Yeah, Persona 5,
another game.
Jaden is right. Persona 5 did eat. Like, it ate off of Smash. Helped that a lot. I don't care what anybody says. Like, it started a whole nother conversation with Persona. Like, yo, why is it not on other platforms? Why is it not on the Switch? You know, the RP people claim, you know, I feel like it is the RPG platform of this generation, right? Like, it's getting there, but like, you get the he tech that. I'm sorry, that Mewtwo just sauce.
Yeah, I bet.
But Nintendo fans bought PlayStation 4s. Yep, Jane just said that Nintendo fans just bought PlayStation 4s to play Persona 5. So I don't know. That's pretty cool. I don't know. I also, not of that. Okay, so let me tell y'all something. What's been going on with me with video games recently? So I'm a Xenoblade junkie, right? I'm like a Xenoblade addict right now, right? And like, I'm gonna need Sakura to like go back in time, look at them files, and give me Rex and Pyrrha for Smash. Like, I'm gonna need you to not like. I think everybody that would probably enjoy that type of character, because it'll be a sword-based character. Who don't like swords in Smash? Her. But alright, real rap. I don't understand the sword argument when like pretty much every character in the game got some type of weapon. I think what y'all should be mad at is projectile characters.
Yo, no, hold up. All right, dog, you're not gonna do this, because every character I play uses projectiles. You can't be saying that.
PK Fire.
No, I like Ness and Lucas, by the way. I like Ness and Lucas. Don't
I play
sleep.
Isabel. I play Link. I feel attacked. I play Lucas, Isabel, and Link. I feel attacked.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just feel like with Smash, there's so many different characters to be speculated. Rayman, alright. So you know Jaden2602 in the chat? He kind of put me back on the Rayman wave. I always liked Rayman, but like the little, yeah! and like Brawlhalla and stuff like that. And then what, Rayman 2? I think it's in Origins as well. Like, I don't know. I just feel like, and yeah, it's impossible to get rid of like projectile characters, because almost every video game character got some type of projectile. Like, you would have to probably find like an anime character like Deku or something. And even then, he got his fingers.
Yeah, bro, that made me flicking air. The air projectile, bro.
Right. So, I don't know. That's how I feel. I just want to say that Smash Ultimate is going to probably be in like the... I don't know how I feel about the second Fighters Pass, because like the difference between Fighters Pass 1, the game wasn't out yet and they needed Joker. This one started off with ARMS. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't know. Like, it could be the most peak hype and probably have a lot of first parties in it. But then, like, if like the whole pack could be first party, but if they put Sora in, we Gucci. Don't care. Don't care. I can take it. I can take it and whatnot.
Crying on stream when he announced, bro. Y'all gonna see. I'll be seeing a whole grown black man crying on stream. Sora announced he's gonna be like, I'll be like, man, they said Disney wouldn't let him in. He in.
Yeah,
Like,
he in there to this day. Y'all said Sora wasn't getting in to this day. But like, so that's enough for Smash. We'll answer more questions later on towards the end of the stream, and we're gonna go shift to the next topic. So the next topic is talking about the one and only PlayStation. So let's turn that on. What bam? So PlayStation 5, the Sony reveal event. Alright, see how HD this is? I got you. I got y'all. June 11th at 1 p.m. PDT. I'll be streaming it. Shattuck will be streaming it as well. Generally, it's gonna get crazy because Sony been casually been playing with next gen. Like, they ain't been showing nothing too crazy off, right? Like, Sony just been like, all right, this a controller. Xbox, they've been showing off the system, a whole presentation with like 10 games. Like, then you get, and look, I'm not a console fanboy. I'm probably gonna get the Xbox Series X, the PS5, and whatever Nintendo wants to do in the future. I like all the consoles. I'm not a console fanboy. But right now, it's just like, it's giving off this perception, at least to me, that Sony is in a more laid-back position because they probably got some bangers under their belt that they haven't showed. So, how you feel?
I'm gonna keep it real. I was scared going into this generation because Sony has the issue of being on top and then screwing it all up. And that was the case with the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
It was the case with the PlayStation Vita. Even though they weren't on the top with handhelds, you know, they were doing well. Every time they do well, they find it's recently, in recent history, they found a way to screw it up. And I don't know if they're being afraid with they don't give off the perception of confidence. You know, that, like, if they were laying, like, let me see how to explain it. When we got that first, you know, game development conference thing where they showed off the PlayStation 5 and we're talking about specifications and all that stuff, I think that was the first indicator that they were not confident in the console itself. Okay. And the reason I say that was because, first of all, they tried to undermine, say, for instance, the Xbox Series X in a way by talking about how clock speeds for RDNA 2, which is the architecture the GPU is built around. You know, sorry to get technical here.
No, go ahead, go off.
But basically, they were trying to say, oh, clock speeds and, you know, compute units, you know, they're you know, we have higher clock speeds, henceforth, you know, we'll have the horsepower. The issue is the PS5's GPU is approximately the same strength as one of the lower end card, not low end. It's not a low end card. It's a mid range card, but like that AMD just released. And while, you know, that's RDNA 1.0, I think these RDNA 2 cards are going to be something else. So I'm cautiously optimistic about the PS5. The Xbox Series X, I'm hyped for at a complete, like, you know.
Yeah, I feel that
what it's capable of. And while we didn't get much gameplay at the gameplay reveal, that's the only thing that angered me. They have titles. They have titles coming to the game. The console.
Well,
I'm not worried about it.
Here's my thing. So y'all know that Xbox reveal. I streamed it on the channel, but the Xbox. My thing for a game reveal or a lineup is having something for every genre. You get what I'm saying? Like every type of game. Yeah. I feel like because I'm like. You got people that like one type of game. Like, you got people that generally spend most of their time playing RPGs. You got people that's playing action-adventure. You got people that likes puzzle. You got people that play shooters, right? Something that gives out longevity for like the first quarter of the console's lifespan. So, like for example, Nintendo Switch launch was pretty weak, right? However, they did have Breath of the Wild. They had Bomberman. They had a party game. They had they had something for every, at least cover most bases or most genres. And that's why I give credit for Xbox, because with the Xbox reveal, they went kind of crazy. Well, like they had like a horror game, they had a shooter, a stealth game, they had an anime game. You get what I'm saying? Like they had a little bit of everything. And right now for me, like Xbox kind of got my attention, but I know as a content creator, I'm most likely going to get on PlayStation because everything anime is there.
Yeah, anime games, and that's the thing that like kind of sucks about the Sega thing. I thought Sega, like I was hoping Sega would license the Xbox in Japan, because that would have helped Microsoft in the long run get those, Japanese exclusives. And don't get me wrong, a lot more of them are coming over now because the Xbox just dominates America. But like, it's one of those things where I'm sitting here like, oh man, if they had that, I would legitimately have no reason to get a PS5. I'm gonna keep it real with you, because I don't care about most modern Sony exclusives. Not all of them. Like, I loved Spider-Man PS4. I'm really interested in Horizon Zero Dawn. It's just unfortunate that game had to come out the same month as Breath of the Wild.
That's exactly the problem with that game. I had the worst time in the history for that. Like,
exactly. Like, and I'm gonna get Death Stranding. I just couldn't afford it at launch. Like, there are games there for me. It's just like they advertise the God of Wars, which the new one looks admittedly good. I haven't played it, can't judge it, but the previous games in that series I never liked. I don't like Uncharted because I don't feel like I'm playing a game. Last of Us, I like the story, but the gameplay isn't worth $60 to me. And now that I've already seen the story for The Last of Us 2, I'm never buying that game.
No spoilers in the chat, y'all. No Last of Us 2 spoilers. You will get timed out. Don't do it. Don't do it, bro.
But you'll be he'll knock you out with a hole in one. But
oh no.
What was I gonna say? Like they've revealed nothing meaningful about the PS5, especially in feature set. Like, the thing I already know that's important to people is backwards compatibility. And while people may say, oh, later down the line you may not play those games, that's not the point. It's more so about being able to play the games you already have on that platform. Like, when you go to, like, say for instance, like, you don't want to have to switch your consoles, and they haven't made it clear, because we know 100 of the games are already going to be there at launch. But it's the fact that they're taking the approach Microsoft took this generation, and Sony didn't take any approach. They were like, screw backwards compatibility for the most part. But they took the approach Microsoft took this generation, which I don't think was the best approach. I mean, it was the best approach in retrospect, because that's the only approach they could take after the console's already been out. But I just think they should be like Microsoft and just have every PS4 game work right out of the gate. Because Microsoft for the Xbox Series X, every Xbox One game works right out the gate. They also have to have for me personally, I feel like it really needs to be cheaper than the Series X, because Microsoft can take a loss. They can make the console $400 and it will not matter to them at all. But Sony can't do that. Sony as a company, the only place they're making money is PlayStation. Like, PlayStation is the only thing making them money. Their movies their movie industry doing garbage. They had to scrap their entire Bayo division. They have a presence in the phone industry, but they're kind of a joke, because you don't know what phone you're buying, because they name half of their phones. They'll be like, oh, this is the new Xperia 1. This is the Xperia Z. This is the Xperia, LMNOP. Like, they name their phones LMNOP. So you don't know what to buy. Like, it's just, and PlayStation is the thing they can't afford to lose. So they're being cautious, and I respect that. But, you know, say for instance, when that Unreal 5 demo came out, it wasn't running. It was running at 1440p, 30 frames per second, and it wasn't running 1440p the entire time. It was a dynamic resolution. So they haven't really proved to me that they have a console that's going to last throughout the entire generation at a graphical and a performance level. And on top of that, they haven't proven to me that they have the feature set that's really going to be the one that I want right now.
Well,
but I think they'll be fine. I think they're gonna have some good games that come out, and that's what's really gonna push the console.
Well, let's put it like this, right? Woo! Let's put it like this. I'm trying to think, cause you did lay a lot on me. I ain't gonna lie. Like I was like, all right, this might be the wave for like what's gonna happen with next gen. Honestly, I want to get the Xbox, right? Because I'm like, yo, it's new Xbox. Something that impressed me about the Xbox One that people don't give enough credit to, that the Xbox One, in my honest opinion, everything like all the applications and stuff work better on Xbox than it does on PlayStation 4, right? I don't know if that's just my experience, but like going from Twitch to YouTube is seamlessly easy because what it may look ugly, but what they did with the Xbox dashboard is that the whole interface, like say if you log in, I hold the middle button down, you just hit down and X for everything, for every app that you normally would use. The Wi-Fi card was really good too. Please, Sony, do not mess up with the Wi-Fi card next gen.
Oh
Please.
my God, I have a base PS4. It's horrible. Please, I get like 30% Wi-Fi in my room. It's scary. I hate it. Please. Like that's I think the PS4 just had the advantage of the Xbox One's reveal being horrible. That's literally the only reason I think the PS4, you know, dominated the way it did this generation, because both of them came out with no games for like the first 2 years. Like Xbox had Sunset Overdrive and Dead Rising, and PS4 had Infamous and Street Fighter. So they weren't baking or anything. They weren't cooking out here. I just I don't know. Like I just think Microsoft has proven to me that they made the more competent console. Now I do think things this generation, in terms of games, people need to hold their expectations on graphics, because graphics, they're gonna get better. You know, the Hellblade trailer that we got with the Xbox Series X reveal was all in real time. I thought that was real life. But that was in game. Like the fact that games are gonna look amazing like that that's gonna be, you know, natural, factual.
Right.
But the leap isn't like, you know, from PS2 to PS3 or even PS3 to PS4. Like the PS3 to PS4 gap was already smaller in comparison to the last jump. This jump is about to be even smaller, and what we're really gonna see is like load times going away, especially on the PS5, because it has an insane SSD. To get an SSD that fast, you got to be dropping $400-$500. That can stay at that speed consistently. On top of load times going away, I think we're gonna get more quality of life things like the Xbox Series X. You can have up to 5 games open at once. People think that doesn't matter, but I've been playing a lot of RPGs recently. I hate when I cannot save. I hate it. I actually like despise the fact that sometimes I go into these games and I'm like, all right, I've been playing for like 2 hours and I have to go back an hour to save, or I have to go ahead with the next entire sequence just to save. And I'm like, I just want to end this now.
We had that whole debate about like the idea of like being able to do multiple things on a console, because sometimes, like, let's be real, like if I'm playing like Xenoblade, right, and then one of my friends, because at first I was like, I don't really get it, but then I'm just like, look, I understand you now, because there's moments where like in Xenoblade you can save after each battle, but then, you know, battles take long depending on how your level is. So you either gotta finish the battle, then quit the game, and then having the ability of like suspend something and then just being able to switch and multitask between something is actually like a cool feature. Because we had a long debate with Shattuck about it before. Because he was like, it's just lazy, but in actuality, it's really useful. It's something that like would be pretty cool at the same time. So I'm like, I don't know. I feel like with PS5, they're probably gonna do that. Xbox is already gonna do it. You know, Microsoft is taking like leaps.
Yeah, there were like 5 games, and I was like, oh dang.
Yeah. 5?
I was like, I wasn't ready. I was like 5.
5 games?
Man, bro, I can leave Persona 5 open. But like on the real, it's just like I feel like we're gonna just see a lot of quality of life stuff this next generation. Sony hasn't shown any of theirs, but outside of one thing that I think is good is the DualSense, not the DualShock 5, the DualSense, having a mic built into it, which I don't know how that'll work. I hope it'll be good. Sony has a good, audio division and a good music division, so I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. But like, they already have a microphone built into their controller, so you don't even really have to worry about having headphones that have a mic in it. You could just plug in any pair of headphones, which people may think, oh, that's not a big deal, but it is, especially when you have higher quality. Like I have headphones that are like $100. They don't got a mic on it because they're not they're made for listening to audio, not
well, I feel that. I don't know. What games do you think we will see there? Like, what are you thinking?
Ooh, what am I thinking? I think, first of all, I'm not even gonna go first party yet. I'm gonna go third party, because I think this is the way the Activision is gonna approach these two series. I think we'll probably get a new Crash and we'll get a new Spyro game. And the reason I say that is it based off of the way they revealed both the Insane trilogy and the Reignited trilogy. They announced them as PlayStation exclusives because admittedly those series have their roots in Sony's ecosystem, in the PlayStation family. They were originally there to sell the PlayStation 1 itself and just previous PlayStation consoles. So I think those are the first major things we're gonna see. We might also see a return. I hope we see a return of like one of the previous like franchises, like Sly Cooper and not Jak and Daxter. So,
okay. I need my NAC 3, baby. NAC 3 launch. I need NAC 3. Y'all don't know how raw NAC is, bro. Y'all gonna see the truth. If you don't see it nowhere else, you gonna see it on this channel.
Oh my god. I'm tired of you with your NAC.
Alright, I'm gonna be real with you, Sony. Show Marvel Spider-Man. Like, just get it out the way. Like, yes. That'll actually make me like, alright, I might have to cop one on launch. I don't want to, but it's Spider-Man and I'm not taking spoilers. I'm not doing it. And then I think Sony also did this thing. Sorry to cut you off. Sony did this. Okay, Sony did this thing. I don't remember exactly what it said, but they also, every game going from, I think it's either from June 10th or July 13th, has to be have a PS5 equivalent too. So it might just push a lot of people towards the end at least for the next year, to slowly decide should they make a game on PS4 or just automatically just go straight to PS5.
See, I think the biggest issue in that is, and this is why I think I like Microsoft's approach to it more, is what will the price of the PS5 be? Because Microsoft and Sony are waiting each other out to reveal their prices. Microsoft can take a hit at any level. If Sony says, oh, the PS5 is going to be $450, Microsoft can say, oh, it's going to be $400. So at this reveal day, if the price is sub $500, I think it'll work. I think that'll work completely because people are more willing to spend, $400 or $450 on a console. But if it's $500 or higher, because that's $500,000. People don't think. That's $500 is $500,000. Like, that's a lot of money, especially in a lot of households. So you gotta tamper your expectations with these games just immediately dropping, especially because the average consumer, not us, elite gaming specimens, but the the average consumer, they're not gonna immediately see the difference between PS4 and PS5 graphics. You show them Final Fantasy VII Remake on the PS4 and then show them Final Fantasy VII Remake on PS5. Most people still don't have 4K TVs, so you know they're gonna be seeing what's approximately 1080p. They're gonna be like, oh, maybe the game a little shinier. That's it. that's what the average consumer will see. Because I have friends that are like that. Like a lot of my friends, like one of my boys said, all I need is 2K to look better. If it doesn't look better, I'm not buying a PS5. He said that to my face. And then that makes you understand the people they have to cater to at launch.
Yeah. That's crazy to me, but you're not wrong. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like a game, because I'm going to be honest with y'all, and I've said this on the PlayStation Nation podcast with me, Jammer, Anime Analyst, and a few other people. I'm not the biggest fan of Dark Souls-like games. I don't like the general mechanics of those. I don't like how it feels. Same. Right? That's just me. I do like Sekiro because I feel like I have a lot more mobility options in my personal opinion. So that's the type of genre that's I know people love it, but I'm not really I don't know. I feel like I'm past the point with a lot of video games of stuff being hard just to get through it. I don't know. It's complicated with me. It's a lot of stuff that I'm not a big fan of with the Soulsborne series. So I'm hearing all these rumors about that. I'm like, okay, that's sleep to me, right? And then Horizon Zero Dawn, I didn't play that, didn't finish the first game. And I heard the game's beautiful. It's just that I feel like it's a chore to play that game. I don't know. That's just me on that.
See, I haven't played the game, but from what I've heard, the first half of the game, pleasant. But a lot of the second half of the game is a chore. That's what I've heard. And I think that's one of the things that Sony has to overcome next generation. Because we already know the king of exclusives is Nintendo. And it's really Nintendo could sell, they could just say, bro, Mario's here. And that's all people need to really know. They need to know it's a new console and you can only play Mario there. But what I was gonna say, they have to, Sony essentially has to make me, they have to make not me the person who's an elite gaming specimen, obviously, you know, the jokes aside. They have to make me, not me the gamer, but me the casual buyer think it's worth buying that console. You know, I gotta see what's different, dog. And if I can't see what's different right off the bat, then I won't care as the casual consumer. You know what I mean? That's
exactly. I feel that 100%. I feel like for me, I love video games, period. So it's something that I very passionate about and aim to chase a bigger goal with it in my life. So for me with Sony, I'm gonna need them to show me they gotta give me okay, here's my thing. I'm at there's some things I'm tired with video games. I'm gonna just break this down right now. Alright.
Yo, drop that heat, bro.
I refuse to buy another Call of Duty until them niggas learn compression. Cause they are Modern Warfare is 82 gigs? 135 gigs?
Admittedly, I will say this. That will probably go away this generation. Not even because of compression. I believe they need to be compressed too. Don't get me wrong. Because Nintendo will be making, and they made Breath of the Wild 8 gigs on Switch. And I don't know how they made that game 8 gigs on Switch. It's 30 something on Wii U. It'll take up your whole storage if you download it. But because of the SSDs, because this generation's the hard drives are what slowed down everything. They have to do, so say for instance in Call of Duty, let's not even take Call of Duty, Spider-Man. In Spider-Man, everything in the game is duplicated 4 times onto your hard drive.
Right.
So games got bigger because they needed to stream more assets in and the hard drives were just too slow. So we'll see games get smaller just because of SSDs. But keep going, dog. Keep going. I want to hear
All right.
Faraga.
What I'm also tired of. I'm also tired of everybody having this weird expectation for like Sony to constantly put out the same type of IP over and over again. Like, let's be real. Like, they're dropping Last of Us 2, which they'll probably do the Last of Us 2 remastered PS5 edition, right? But like, don't expect Last of Us 3 on PS5, and then like get upset when Naughty Dog, because I think Naughty Dog is gonna take the after all the stuff they've been through, the game's gonna sell regardless. But Naughty Dog is gonna take the jack route on PS5. I think that's what they're gonna be like. All right, we should have did this anyway. Yeah.
Let me dust off the cobwebs.
Yeah, it's like back to the drawing board. PS5 is gonna have partial downloads. That's true. That is true. For PS5, Square Enix. Now here's another thing that I'm actually tired. This is the one that blows me. The meme of Square Enix takes forever to make games now. Y'all do realize that if you take into account with Final Fantasy VII Remake, after going through, and it's CC2 fault that it took so long, so y'all should be getting on CC2, right? Because they had to start over. And once they switched to Unreal Engine 4, the game technically came out in 3 years. 3.5 years. That's faster than Kingdom Hearts.
And let's even talk about Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts had the Switch engines. They had to restart that game from scratch, dog. They announced it 2013, and they were like, 2015, 2016, they were like, sorry guys, we gotta switch engines. It's not coming out this year.
Right.
And then it came out in 3 years. So I think people don't understand how hard game development is and how long it takes. That's why people are so mad at Naughty Dog. It's because they're committing, they're doing crunch. They're doing crunch. They're making their employees overwork to get a game out on time. And I think it's the consumer that's getting that's the issue with that, because they just expect games to come out. They do, admittedly.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, we've all gotten to that point. Now, here's another thing that I really wanted to happen with the PS5, but it probably won't. And there's people that explained it to me why it won't happen. PS5 might not be backwards compatible with PS3. I don't care about PS2, PS1 personally, because like PS2, yeah, it's how most of us grew up, like being able to have access to play Tenkaichi, all the GTAs and stuff like that. But PS3 is important to me because like there's a lot of good stuff. That generation is honestly, I would probably have to say PS3 is my favorite generation. However, the reason why I won't necessarily say that it will happen is because the architecture, the way the PS3 works is too different from the PS4s and the PS2s.
Yeah, see, like that was one of the issues Sony had going forward. Like if y'all don't know, the PS3 uses the cell architecture, bro. The cell architecture makes no sense. It logically makes sense because it's like super efficient and it makes it super powerful, but it makes it super hard to make games for. It's the issue. It essentially had the issue the PlayStation 2 had, but the PlayStation 2 wasn't the most. It was the second weakest game console from that generation. The only one being weaker was the Dreamcast. But the PlayStation 2 made game development take upwards of 9 months longer, if I remember correctly. And then the PS3 stacked a year on top of that. And that's mostly because the PlayStation 3's architecture makes no sense. Like, there's a reason why you see emulators for the PS3 taking so much longer than, say, for instance, everything else. And that's because it's just really hard to emulate. And they would have to do emulation, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
To even remotely get close to, be able to play the PlayStation 3 games. That's how it works. So trying to emulate that even on modern hardware that's, top of the line is really hard. So I hope they can do it. Sony is in-house, so they have access to everything. It's usually easier when you have access to all the resources and how everything worked. But even then, it's like, it's sad because admittedly, I I got a sizable PS3 library. I mean, I have a sizable PS3 and PS4 library. Those are two of my biggest gaming libraries, period. And like, I'm not trying to plug up my PS3 to play Catherine. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not rebuying it.
See, and to be fair, Catherine's on everything now, though. But
yeah, but I don't want to rebuy it, is what I'm saying.
Well,
you know,
yeah, I feel that.
Or even in, like, say for instance, there are games like Dragon Ball Rage and Blast 2. I don't want to have to hook up my whole PlayStation 3 to play that. Or even like Sonic Unleashed, or let me think some more. Like older Call of Duty games. Like, there's just stuff on there that's locked to it or locked to that generation because they either didn't get remasters or remakes or whatever, re-releases or ports to PC, or B, it's just too hard, and B, it's just too hard to emulate the PS3. And I hate Sony for that, but you know, I love that.
Yeah. Like I love PS3, but like I'm being honest with you guys, like there's some games that like, and also Sony also showed off that when they first talked about, like, what was it, the deep dive, they also talked about PS4 backwards compatibility. I don't think it's happening with PS3, y'all. Don't get your hopes up. I'll tell you right now, like,
yeah,
like that would be the dream, because it's like a whole 5 generations. But like, if you want that, Xbox has that. That's something the Xbox has over the PS5 already. And also, to be honest with you, like, I want the Xbox so I can just always have access to, like, Broken Bond Class of a Ninja. But I don't even think they're gonna work.
Oh. Like, that just kind of like it like that puts into perspective, like, you know, we I don't want to go too off topic or anything, you know, we still talking about the PS5.
No, go ahead.
But like it puts into like perspective, like game preservation. Like, people don't think about it, dog. A lot of people buy like a little bit under half of all games in the US are bought digitally now.
Mm-hmm.
And like, that's cool and dandy, but there are just games that are going to get lost to time because they can be played on new platforms, which the Xbox Series X is, I'm pretty sure, is trying to have all previous platforms, you know, good and ready to go. I hope Sony takes that approach eventually because I think it will be good for the gaming industry. Hope Nintendo does that, but you know, they're Nintendo. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I love Nintendo, but their brains were different, bro. They made Labo before they made, you know, a functional controller. Like, but like, it's one of those things where I'm just sitting here like, we gotta preserve these games, man. We gotta find ways to preserve these consoles, man. I don't know how, but like, someone needs to do it.
Okay, so before that's true. Let me say this though. For people in the chat that's saying Sony has PS Now for basically PS3, that is true, but PS Now is horrible. Like, don't cap.
And then on top of that, what's gonna happen when PS Now is gone? And then why do I have to pay for a service when I got the disc, dog?
Exactly. Like, what I want PS5 to change into is just letting me be able to just like buy the games, you know, and like play them. Like, it may sound easier said than done in my brain, but I'm just like, if I got the disc, right? I don't know, find some way to let it. They all Blu-ray disc. PS Now has a download option. See, technically,
no. That's only for PS4 games.
That's only for PS4
and only for PS2 games that have been put on the PlayStation Store on the PlayStation 4. That is not every game on PS Now. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Like PS Now. If y'all want an actual test, I want y'all to go turn on your PS4, try PS Now or whatever, right? And play Sonic Generations. And then tell me if it's playable. If you think it's playable, something wrong. Because I have really good internet. Like, I ain't gonna say like broken internet, but I got it to where like I can play pretty much everything without
smooth internet.
So like, and I know people with that's been tested by like Digital Foundry, people with gigabit internet that they cannot stand PS Now. Like
it's the fact that I can pop in Sonic Generations on the Xbox One X and play the game in 4K because I have my disc. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what we're saying. We're not saying that, you know, PS Now shouldn't be an option. It's just the fact that I don't have the option that was already available to me before. They took away an option from me. I just want to be able to play my disc that I own. I don't want to have to sit here and use something that's inferior when I have the superior option right here. You know what I mean? That's
right.
Kind of dumb.
So like, let me say this, Makai, you also play. You say I played Final Fantasy 13 on PS Now. The game doesn't really have to deal with like. It's one of those games where you don't need to sit there and worry about input latency and stuff like that. Like, you're not constantly in high-speed action and motion. Like, you literally just click and go up and down, you know? So, in that case, like, that experience makes sense why you probably don't have a bad outcome with it. But playing games like a shooter, have you ever played Street Fighter 4 on PS Now? It's one of the worst experiences ever. Like, that's like trying to play Street Fighter 5 on SNES. You like, huh? That don't even make sense. That's exactly my point. Like,
yeah, like Riku, he said in the chat, can't even play Third Strike on PS Now without either backing me out or extreme lag, and my internet ain't that bad. Like, it's the fact that it's reliant on something that's out of a lot of people's control when you have the stuff locally that would work regardless. Like that's what people that's what we're trying to make the point is. Like, I don't want to use this boo-boo inferior option. Like, it's not something that, like, on top of that, the games are gonna look worse because they stream. Like, I don't want to look at the game and it just look like there's macro blocking. Like, I don't want to look at it and it's just worse. It look like YouTube compared to like Netflix. Like, no, I want my games to be pristine as they were back then. Like, it's the crazy part. Lewis, no, this is not three dedicated black individuals. This is two.
It's only two. Sakura 2. That's a Sakura 2. Sakura Blue. But I'll let y'all look at Smash again. I hit the button on accident, but whatever. I do want to say that, yo, this lo-fi kind of hidden. I ain't never listened to this, but it's copyright free. So, but dog, I just can't believe that like PS Now is actually whack for me. Like, I want them, and this is why I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm okay with ports as long as they generations apart, right? I have no problem with ports of games. Like, even like for me personally, I want freaking. They playing with fireworks outside as we speak. They always play with fireworks outside on this day for some, I don't know, something. But I want Sonic Generations on PS5, PS4. I want Sonic Unleashed on PS5, PS4. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want these games on Switch. Like, give me ways to play these games. And I hate when these companies get mad at emulation, but like, don't give people an option to buy the stuff. Like,
it's ridiculous, honestly.
Yeah, and it's just like, it blows me. They were like, well, you should have kept your consoles. I'm like, you right, but at the same time, does this have to be the way?
It's not even that they're right, because when you think about it, sometimes logistically it don't make sense. Not everybody can keep a bunch of, plastic boxes with computers inside of them in their household. Like, I don't got enough space for every console sitting up here when I want to play it. You know what I gotta do? I gotta put it away. But sometimes I just be wanting to play those games. When I want to play Mario 64, this is an offshoot game. No, not even that. Let's put Super Mario Sunshine. I don't want to have to pull out a whole GameCube, but guess what? I don't. I could just pull out a Wii.
Yeah.
And I have my fix there. Or say, for instance, the PS3 will always be the backwards compatibility king, the launch PS3 specifically, but even the PS3 some. Like, say for instance, if you have the original on PS3, you can play both PS1 and PS2 games on it, period. But say for instance you don't. You still have access to the entire PlayStation 1 library if you have the disc to the game.
Yeah.
So say for instance, like I have all the Final Fantasies on PlayStation 1 physically. All I got to do is just pop in the games, and I'm fine.
Yeah.
But it'd be fire if I could take those games and do the same thing on the doggone PlayStation. Excuse me, on the doggone PlayStation 5. Like, I don't want to have to sit here and continually rebuy games. I want to say Final Fantasy 13, even though I hate that game. Let's say, for instance, I wanted to play that game. The only two options I have to play Final Fantasy 13 is the horrendous PC port or playing it on my PlayStation 3. I already have like 2 or 3 generations of PlayStation consoles. Like, I should be able to put one of them away to, play the next. You know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't have to keep everything cluttered up just because I want to play my games. Allow me to play my games in an accessible way.
Yeah.
Someone buy Google Stadia. Bro, xCloud is out. Why would you buy that?
I ain't buying, bro. I ain't with none of that. Maybe xCloud in the future. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But I feel like somebody said it in the chat. I said it in my video 5 days ago, last week, that I would like to see PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale get another chance. It just needs to be a Smash clone. Like, literally, that's the one time I want them to take the formula and just milk it. That's what I want them to do. Like, the combos and stuff, that's fire, right? Because they could just keep the combos if you make the damage scaling works different, right? Because Ultimate got combos. And, like, a lot of the combos in Ultimate may not be as strong as those combos, but if you know how to do damage and scaling and stuff like that, they can make it work. I just need to be able to kill people when I knock them off. And, like, if you're going to give me an ability to do supers, like, which a lot of people don't like the supers because it's very gimmicky.
Yeah.
That's the reason why PlayStation like, yeah, it's a fun game as it is, right? But when you compare it to, like, Smash Bros. And stuff like that, oh, he got spiked. That was kind of, but, literally, it, for my taste, like, I love the character, I love the roster, I love how they did rank. They had a lot of good stuff implemented, a lot of good stuff that Smash doesn't even have today. But I really, really would like them to just like, killing with supers is the lamest thing in the world. Like, I don't care what anybody say, that's lame to me. Especially when the supers
are for me.
Yeah, because, like, especially when it's unbalanced, like pretty much you could play like 1 or 3 characters. You could pick Kratos's, everybody die. You pick Nathan Drake's, he pushes the tombstones over you, can't even dodge most of them. Raiden's, he freaking breakdances on you, die. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like super fast. And then you got some people, level 3s, that's just like, yeah, they supposed to be Unga, but then you got Kuma the Bear from Heihachi running around one-hitting you like he Beware from, look, Sony probably took it from Nintendo probably took it from PlayStation All-Stars. Beware is just Kuma the Bear as an assist trophy. So I don't know. I feel like I would like PlayStation All-Stars, but they gonna have to do some gameplay changes. Like, if you literally make it like Smash, because a lot more people that played it will be like, yo, like, let's be real. Who got a Switch in the chat and who got Smash Bros? Would you rather play Ultimate or would you rather play PlayStation All-Stars right now? Like, let's be real. Oh, they some trolls. They really trolling this Jigglypuff.
For real, dog. I've been watching this game and I'm like, dang, imagine if PlayStation All-Stars exists but with PlayStation characters.
The Jigglypuff should be going out to K-Roar, bro. Anyway, we get sidetracked, but yeah, I just feel like somebody said Mr. Azuma's especially when the supers can either be effortlessly comboed into or have incredibly situational setups. Yeah, like that's cap. Like, and most people in the chat that's probably gonna say PlayStation All Stars. You probably got a Nintendo Switch right now with Smash on it. I mean, Smash netcode trash. PlayStation All Stars wasn't that great either.
Yeah,
Not that I think of. Like,
it was kind of. It wasn't like amazing. It was kind of bad. Because it wasn't Skullgirls. But like, I feel like a PlayStation All Stars like 2 just needs to like you said, take that Smash formula and just milk it. Cause like I didn't like that's part of the reason why I didn't buy the game. Like I had friends who had it. I played the beta and the demos and all that stuff before launch, and my friends got it, and I was like, yo, this is bad. I was just like, I can't get down with the supers, the kill. I can't get down with this stuff. And as long as they have functional netcode, I think it'll be fine. I say that as a Smash player, and that's sad. But I feel like, you know, with these games where you have a lot of mascot characters, all people need is functional netcode, and they'll be fine because people continuing to play Smash Online.
Yep.
That's all we need for a PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale 2 or whatever.
Yeah. And I feel like...
Change the name. Just change it to PlayStation All-Stars. I hate the Battle Royale part. I forget it exists.
Just call it PlayStation All-Stars 2. We Gucci. You don't need all that. I don't know. I just feel like this PlayStation event could probably be really cool. It could probably be really cool, very underwhelming. You know, and I'm trying to keep my expectations, like, I'm hyped for it, but I'm like, okay. Because, like, let's be real. For me, Xbox got me with the anime game. We know how anime games turn out. I say it a lot on this channel. 95% of the anime games are fucking garbage. Okay, I've said this multiple times. Okay? But, literally, the fact that they had support from Bandai Namco actually intrigued me for launch of a game, of, you know, an anime game on launch. Because Scarlet Nexus is most likely coming out at launch. You get what I'm saying? At least that's my theory. Yeah. So, New Game Expo is confirmed in June. Yes, I know. I know about New Game Expo. I haven't talked nothing about it because we'll get there when we get to New Game Expo. I got y'all covered. But, that's my last thing on PlayStation All-Stars. I wanted the games I would like to see from Sony. I want them to bring out Twisted Metal.
Same. They haven't done anything with that series in a minute, man. And I loved playing that when I was younger with my cousins. Like that's a good multiplayer game. Yeah. They could be cashing in right now. What are they doing?
Yeah. Also, a lot of people are speculating, like, I don't know, Square Enix might be trying to take over because they could probably fuck around and show off freaking Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 teaser. It's been a minute. They could probably show that off. Square is supposed to be at these events this summer. Kingdom Hearts is supposed to be getting another game. You get what I'm saying? Kingdom Hearts has got Dark Road and that. Then we got other projects from Square that we don't know about. Like, what we're going to lead into now is Final Fantasy. Nah, wait. I messed it up. I was trying to... Shut up. Leave it alone. But, look, shush. Alright. What games would y'all like to see? What games would y'all like to see on PS5? That's what I want to see in the chat right now. Tell me what y'all feel. And if y'all like the stream, if y'all like this and want to be a regular thing, I'll probably do it every Tuesday. Most likely. If I don't get nobody on, I'll just do it myself. Who knows? If information is present, it'll probably be once a month on a Tuesday, at least before the 10th. That's something I'm trying to keep up, trying to be a little bit more consistent with. At least a stream a week. Trying to break that. So, but Final Fantasy XVI is most likely on its way. Now, how you feel about that? Just talking about off the top of your head. How do you feel about Final Fantasy XVI?
I mean, I just hope they didn't. All right, so Square has been. Oh, this is how do I start this? I don't think it's gonna be like their previous AAA titles from this past generation in terms of how development has been approached. If we are getting it soon, and if they're announcing it, I think it's gonna be a lot closer to launch. And I got 3 reasons. One, they've been worrying about spoilers. Every single Square Enix game for the past 3 years has been leaked to the fullest because people just go to the distribution centers and they steal game disc. It's hilarious, but it sucks because the rest of us get spoiled before the game comes out. And that's one of the reasons, like Kingdom Hearts 3, they literally took the ending off of the disc just because they were worried about that. But number 2, Square Enix is moving all their games, at least their major ones, to Unreal Engine 4. Or Unreal Engine in general. Let's say Unreal Engine in general, because Unreal Engine 5 is out. We don't know if this is running on Unreal 5. It's probably Unreal 4. Maybe it'll move over to Unreal 5 during development. I'm pretty sure that's going to be seamless because it's the same. Well, it's not exactly the same engine. It's the same general engine. So, and I think Epic Games has even said it's going to be easy to move over games from Unreal 4 to Unreal 5. But on top of that, I think they're scared of having those gaps from announcement to release, not only because of leaks, but because of expectations on how their games get critically received. Because people boost their expectations out of the wazoo for Square Enix games, or they have for this generation specifically. And they say, oh, it took 5 or 6 years to develop. It should be perfect. There should be no flaws, despite that not being the case for many of the games. A lot of the games, they either change hands during development. Like Final Fantasy XV had 2 different directors and had 2 completely different teams working on it.
Yeah.
FF7 Remake literally moved from an outside studio to an inside studio. And Kingdom Hearts 3 had to move engines completely. So it speaks volumes to just kind of how Square has what they've been doing recently, and I think Final Fantasy VII Remake is kind of the indicator of that. Is they've been trying to move to where they can make their games as efficiently as possible with as little leaks as possible, and with as little room between the release dates as possible. And I think we might get a Final Fantasy XVI release date soon, but that's only if the game is coming out within the next year. So, and I'm gonna say year and a half. Let me say that.
Right. So, what I'll say for this, this was interesting because this guy covers Suda 51 and Final Fantasy 15 stuff. Shout out to Dream Boom, bringing peanut butter. He talks about Final Fantasy 16. So Ryota Suzuki, the designer of Devil May Cry 5 and Dragon's Dogma, has joined Square Enix as the battle director of a new AAA title under the third business division development team. This division is Naoki Yoshida's Final Fantasy 14, and this team's AAA title has been rumored to be Final Fantasy 16. Now, I'm going to be real with you. If that's real, if all this is true, Final Fantasy 16, look, it's going to be hard for me not to say 15 because I've been saying it for so long.
Yeah, nah, you good, G.
So, if this is real, Square Enix might actually come out with one of the best Final Fantasy gameplays ever. Because Devil May Cry 5 is vicious. That game nasty. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That game, that's love.
I think probably why they did that too is Final Fantasy 15 around launch. It was received well. People loved the gameplay. Then Lost Soul Aside came out, the trailer for it, and people were like, I hate this now. And so I think they want to essentially have combat be more combo-centric and be a lot flashier. Because Final Fantasy 15, it's a flashy game. The gameplay is fun, and it's a fun game. But I think what has changed, especially in the action RPG space, is that people are wanting these, you know, games that play like action games with the RPG tag at the end of it.
Yeah.
And so I think this was probably a really smart decision, and hopefully, you know, we get some gameplay where we're schmoovin'. I mean, this is big for a couple reasons though, and I think this might, now that, you know, I think about this, we might not get Final Fantasy XVI soon if this is the case. And I only say that because that means they just kind of started development on the combat system.
Right. Now, here's the thing. People are saying that it's probably Dissidia. Because, let me read off some games in his backyard. Y'all probably been looking at this for like a minute or two, but let me read this off. So he got Devil May Cry 5. He got Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen, and Dragon's Dogma. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Devil May Cry 4. Onimusha Dawn of Dreams. Vampire the Darkstalkers Collection. Hyper Street Fighter 2. Capcom vs. SNK 2. Capcom vs. SNK. Capcom vs. SNK Pro. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Project Justice. Vampire Chronicles for Matching Service. And JoJo Bizarre Event. Oh. This might be the Final Fantasy fighting game. That could be it.
Yeah, you because this kind of makes sense now. You gave me this new information, and like, all right, so if we take into account that he has a lot of fighting game expertise, and he was one of the designers in Devil May Cry 5, and considering that, you know, Dissidia basically an action game. Right. That they just tossed the versus mechanic in, and it worked perfectly. This now makes sense to me. Yeah, I think he might be working on the next Dissidia. Yeah. If that's the case, we might expect it, you know, within the next year or two.
That'd be kind of crazy.
Hold up. Okay, but is he working on something that's going to be on a PS5 and Xbox Series X and PC? Because, you know, Square has been taking that approach, or like basically all platforms, or is it going to be exclusive? And what is it going to be exclusive to if it's exclusive? Because the last Dissidia was only on consoles because it was on arcade. But the first two entries were exclusive to handheld. So would it be a Switch game? And that's like, this has me speculating.
See, we're gonna have to get back on this one. We're gonna have to get back on that, but yeah. This is now I'm thinking about it because like my brain just opened up into a whole different spectrum, y'all. Like y'all understand how my brain just went from woohoo, like so that's Final Fantasy 16 speculation. So
like on like, just to end it off, you know, before you move on to something else, like I just think that 16, like, I think it'll be a strong game. I think, you know, hopefully it's an action RPG. Hopefully it has stronger combat than 15 and 7 Remake and Kingdom Hearts 3. You know, that's what we always hope. We always hope the next game is better. But it just makes me curious, and it makes me curious for the world they're going for and all that jazz. You know, it's just like, how do you make this? This series has already moved towards the action RPG, you know, genre. So I just want to see what they'll do with it, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, they playing with them fireworks all day. Them little kids be going crazy. I apologize. But yeah, I think here I'm probably gonna end the stream. We talked about everything in here. Thank you, Shattuck, for coming through.
No problem.
And yeah, it's been a pretty fun time tonight. Thank y'all for coming. Thank you for the donations. Thank you, Arbitrary. Thank you, a lot of people. It's been a great time. Yeah, that was a big bang. That literally happens in my neighborhood during nighttime. But yeah, Final Fantasy XVI will be turn-based. It could be. No, there's people that generally do that a lot. Like you'll be surprised. That's not even the worst. Like if you ever had like one of my friends, he lives in Kentucky. I'm like, he don't get a break. Like it goes off all day. So yeah. But regardless, hey, thank you, Lewis, for the $5 donation. Hey, much love, much. You could have asked a question or something, bro. You could have asked something. But I want y'all to go subscribe. Everybody in the chat right now. I'm not playing. The Shattuck makes wonderful content. I will punch you.
Share and tell me you shared.
No.
Share and tell me you shared.
No, that's not how it works.
Tell them to do it.
No. We're gonna do this the right way.
Forget you.
Hey, we're gonna put his link in the channel. Alright. Yeah, this is a wonderful stream. Thank y'all for actually coming out. This was so random. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. And yeah, follow me on Twitter. Yeah, I put it in the description, the random YAYA show, because that was on the top of my head at the moment, and I made it work. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna see y'all later. Go subscribe to Shattuck. Check out my Twitter. There go the link. The linkity link. Go ahead. I wish I could get the TV out my name, but that's how it's worked. They really having fun with them fireworks. Somebody was like, look, we got fireworks in the back. Let's go outside. But yeah, I'm gonna stop doing all the introductions. I'll see you guys later. You guys are golden. Nad is wrong. Squall. Peace.